What are you? Royal Enderman. This is a horrible idea, I know, but I don't care. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 22, is it? Yeah, episode 22 of Linggango. It's been a good long series so far. I hope you guys are enjoying, of course. This is the series where I do minimal edits, cuts. It was no edits at first, and of course now I have the little intro bit showing some sort of clip, kind of like the old school days that some creators would do. That's the whole purpose, is kind of the nostalgia. But anyway, here's the game plan for today, because we got some work to do. Obviously, I went ahead and emptied out the backpack with our spoils of war from the Trials Chamber, and we got some decent stuff in here. Nothing too crazy. I mean, 51 golden carrots is pretty good. We did also get a black onyx, which I don't know where that is, and I only know that because this has been achieved and it gave me another 3. But this is getting a little ridiculous for items, which means it's time that we start working on getting an ME system going. So that is a decent amount of stuff, but it's nowhere near what we need. And I obviously don't want to spend forever getting everything sorted. So we're gonna, let's see, it's like that. And if I put one there, it won't work. I gotta put one here. And then I put one here. I'm just trying to make sure I don't overlap them or anything, you know? But that way these can start growing. We gotta explore, hopefully find some more. So let's get cracking on that. We have been down this way a decent bit, so I was thinking let's head north and see what we can find this way. So the goal of the episode is to try and find some more meteorites, if possible. We do have some horses, so why don't we take our horse? That's a lot of poison. I don't want to do that. And let's just travel north, see what we can find. Obviously, we know way, way, way out yonder we got that mansion, but we're nowhere near that. Obviously, I can go there anytime. We could probably take it on at this point, but I'd rather not. I'd rather wait and save that for another day. It's a good thing to take on when I'm stuck as to what to do for a content episode. So we are going to be using the mini map a lot to find these craters. Just that way we can make it easier. And we've already run into the first predicament, which is a fairly steep hill. Oh, sorry, Mr. Horse. Oh, geez. Doesn't even have our horse armor on. Hey, look at that. We made it. Whoa. Freeze frame for a moment. All right. Nothing so far. Now, obviously, we're going to run in, or, oh, geez, ow, sorry. Obviously, we're going to run into some structures at certain points, like this thing, to which we can check them out. Just, oh. Like a little witch's hut of sorts, okay. I'm not going to say no to, some rounds, some bullets. That's a pretty big cave. Or cavern. Watch out for those. Try not to walk on them and hurt our horse. We also need to give our horse a little name here. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave a comment. What do we think we should name our horse? We got 2 of them. All right, anything pulling up? Oh, there's one over there. Okay. I just showed my accent really strong. Oh, geez. Okay. The, oh, definitely gives away where I'm from, and it's not even intentional. I could lean into it, have that personality. I typically don't. Not saying it's a bad thing. Ooh. Ouchie. I am hurting our horse so much. Okay, we need to go this way a decent bit still, so we can skirt along the edge of this dark wood place. I think I need your hat. Oh gosh. Okay. I hit him, but he's okay. Whew. I'm so sorry, horse. That's normal. Running into a pair of creepers. All right, so thankfully I can cross this this river on the horse. They didn't make horses stupid. Because normally you try and bring them into water like this and you're just cooked. All right, oh gosh, more of these red bushes. All right. Now, of course, since I'm nearby, I'm gonna get the coal, because we can never have too much coal. Copper we're good on. Any other ores out here? Some more coal. Not really. And now we can easily mine through the skystone as well. The only thing is I don't have silk touch, so we're not gonna get the best for these quartz when we mine them, but that's all right. As long as we get a little bit more, we'll be all right. And I don't need to collect this with these extra ones, but I'm going to just because it's nice when you're trying to set up large automation for making tons of storage. So we've encountered a large area. I don't know why it does this, where some of the chunks don't want to show. That's why I like journey maps, because it almost never has issues for me. But let's carry on this way. Some weird portal-like structure. Okay, just run into more oreberry bush. What are we looking at? Looks like we're going to want to veer right when possible. I, of course, got to watch our feet, make sure we don't fall into anything. But at the very least, we got one more going. This guy feels pretty quick, though, which is really nice. Although, I'm worried about this biome. And the cold. Okay, so this cuts off into the ocean, so we're going to want to cut back this way. Ow. This way we don't have to try and swim. I am so sorry, Mr. Horse. I think his free healing's done. No, maybe not. He had regeneration, I'm pretty sure. Which is a really nice thing to have. What are you? Royal Enderman. This is a horrible idea, I know, but I don't care. Okay, stay away from the horse. We do need ender pearls, especially if we want another waystone. And look at that, we got it. Spiritual crown shard. Spiritual crown. Right-clicking on a mob will transform it into the royal variation. Ah, cool. Real quick, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make use of the home and back command. That way we can sleep, but carry on our journey. Is it a bit cheatsy? Yeah, maybe. But if they didn't want it usable in this mod pack, they wouldn't have given it. And I feel like this mod pack is a pretty strong explorer mod pack. Dogweed. I didn't know dogs would do drugs like that. That's not good. Don't do drugs, dogs. Okay, so here's where we run into a bit of an issue. We're on a peninsula. So taking the horse here was kind of useless. Ooh. Find a random waystone. Yes, please. A lot of calcite over here, so it's not a useless area. Oh man, this is gonna take a moment. I don't want to just leave our horse because he helped us out here a lot. And of course we could always try going that way. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just park our horse over here for a little bit. That way we can carry on. Poplar log. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make him a little, you know, shelter place thing, I guess. I don't know. Make him a little pen to hang out in over here. We'll do it right up here. There. Now he's safe. And we just got to remember he's on the tip over here. In the meantime... Oh, we can't make a boat out of that. Okay. Let's make a boat. And one thing I want to get into, we'll have to try it out at some point, is this traveling stuff. I have no idea how it works, so I'm not going to touch it just randomly. At least not randomly yet. I'll check it out in another episode. But for now, we're just going to go the basic means. And continue traveling the high seas. There's a lot of calcium, and I love it because it's a really pretty block to build with. Now, speaking of build, obviously we've been living in a stolen base. What I want to do at some point is build our own base. We got tons of blocks, tons of things to choose from, and the last thing I want to do is just be using some other base and not build something. So at some point we're gonna build something. I don't know what yet, some sort of house, maybe a base of our own. Maybe if we find a super cool place to live, like it'd be really cool to live in the cliffside there. And oh my gosh, what is that? It's not what we're looking for. Looking on the mini map, I don't see any big divots, but this has got to be a pillager pirate ship. I see copper at the top. So maybe it has to do with create. Ooh, look at the iron. What's that say? Sergeant the Soaked. Yep, there's pillagers. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at this cool mountain. This would be so cool to build in between, like a big bridge or something. Man, that's awesome looking. We do have a really cool pirate ship to check out at some point, though. Not going to do it today. We're going to try and keep going on with finding meteorites. Now, I know I can make a compass. In fact, let me check it out. It's a compass plus charging it. Okay. So we could do that, and that'll help us, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't know. We got another pirate ship, this one being much smaller and by itself. All right. Again, just gonna leave it be for now. Any meteorite signs? Nope, but we're approaching bigger land masses, so this will hopefully help us. A ruined portal. Might as well go over and check it out. Might be some free candy. A lot of cool things to check out. Sergeant the Soaked. Okay, so there's the guy with the trident. So this is what's on that big ship. We took him out like it was nothing. And we got double trident. 2 Riptide, 3 tridents. How amazing. Free gold block. Okay. Go ahead and put all of this away real quick. Didn't mean to put the arrows away, but that's fine. Um, Normally there's a chest here, but I don't see one. Anyway, let's continue, and we're going to continue on foot at this point. Just looking for meteorites. All right, what do we got? Some more horses. Look at these trees. These are pretty cool. Hemlock wood. Not quite sure what a hemlock is. I know it's a weapon you can get in Apex Legends. Been a while since I played that. It was actually one of my favorite guns because it was a burst and super easy to use. Okay. Still nothing too crazy popping up. Still no meteorites. But the good news is we do got this waystone to be able to save our progress however far out we get. And we got to keep an eye out for more. Whoa, look at this cave. How far down does it go? Not quite to deep slate, but still pretty nifty. All right. Let's go for a little swim here. Let's check the map one more time. Yeah, I don't see anything, and we're coming up on more water. So let's go home. Let's go ahead and make this. So we need a charger, which is super easy to make. And a crank handle, which I'm guessing is like this. No? Is it going to be... Okay, it's not going to be a quick find. Wooden crank. Ah, another piece of copper. So here's our charger. Here's our wooden crank. So now we need a compass. And then we can put that right here. We can put this on top, and then it should just be this. There it is. Heck yeah. So the nearest one it says is this way, which we've already gotten. So if we go /back, it says the nearest one is that way. That's probably still pointing at the same one. Because I don't see anything in this path that I missed, unless it's like over here or something. Which just means we gotta keep going. The further away we get, the sooner we'll be able to find another. Also not a good thing because it means we're pretty darn far away from the next one. And I didn't save the boat I had. Whose genius idea was that? Ooh. Oh, I know what that is. I'm pretty sure I've seen one of those before. Not something we need to go take a look at today. But I'm pretty sure it's like a vampire. Yeah, I know what that is. There's some good arcane stuff in there, but honestly, that's nothing too crazy. Kind of a beach biome. I mean, obviously, if I get into Ars Nova, it'll be really nice. Just double checking the map, making sure it's not goofing up. All right, we just got to keep sailing for a long time, it looks like. I doubt we're going to be able to find another one in this episode. And I do got to keep it a little bit shorter for once. Yeah, nothing. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to call it an episode. I'm going to take my boat. Oh, does it only... Oh, that is so cool. That is super cool. We can really travel the ocean. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. So that's like straight ahead. So we got a different one this way now. So we got one more, but we're gonna call this an episode just because I gotta get this up edited quick, upload for today, and then I gotta go into work on my day off. But thank you very I can English. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, consider subscribing. I just started doing cards, so hopefully down below you'll see my logo, and then over there you'll see the next episode if you're not watching current as they go up. But I appreciate you spending some time. Like I said, leave a name for the horse in the comments. I will see you guys in the next episode, and as always, peace out.